Alright, we're back. I hope you've been looking forward to this as much as I have been. It's our Sunday-ly... does that word exist? Our Sunday stream of the Outer Worlds. And so we have this house that we wanted to investigate that we came by earlier. And it had a name, so it sounded suspiciously like it's related to a quest, so I waited, and then I heard, oh, some guy is missing, last he went there, can you go over and investigate? So I guess that's what we'll do. Hi Ada, how's it going? I hope you had a good weekend so far. This is a nice ante-room. Nothing to steal though. Nice and quiet weekend. Okay, that's also good. So let's see. Hello?
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
The Edgewater deserters were perfectly nice, and they lived outside the city walls. Well, maybe not Adelaide, but everyone else.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
So, I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you. Like, I'm really... You know, they said these people were always covered in blood, which doesn't sound good. He now says the guy never arrived here. And Nyoka said, hey, he's way too friendly, so that makes alarm bells ring for me as well. So, are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
Well, I guess we'll talk to other people.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Actually, I'm looking for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way, too.
Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you? Why is he wearing a hat indoors?
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Everyone is really fixated about this dinner they have coming up.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
If you're so eager for company, why live all the way out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
She sounds like we should have brought Max. Hmm. What do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
I think she's missing her pot or something. I'm just gonna scratch that up to game bugs or something.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
Sure, I brought some candies.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
Was his name Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
That sounds, yeah,
Okay.
suspicious.
Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Way she said that reminded me of a rat licking its chops. Be careful.
Nice rooms.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry, I was just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Your rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Calm down, I'm going now. That's an interesting decoration. Hmm. Anyone else live here? I mean, there's an obviously locked door downstairs, which we probably should go into. Hello? Lots of toys. Cards. Another locked door with the Mather house key. Oh. There's a hole in the wall so we can look inside. Looks like robot parts or something.
Anders can be a creep, but he'll fit in fine. Don't worry. What's up?
Who was Anders? Okay, we can just crack this. We don't need any. Let's see what the downstairs door is.
And we're stalking, and we're stalking.
Oh, that's Monarch Wilderness. Okay. So that's just an exit. So that's not really interesting. Now let's see why this is locked. That does not look good.
Sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the rats eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh. Braxton's work ID. Plus, please return to Ballard Velma, our current supervisor of MSI fishery operations in Stellar Bay. Supper time, that's not a good name. Come on. Okay. Let's close this and hope they'll probably... This doesn't feel good. All right. Because of course, yeah, now she isn't here anymore. So that sounds like they're probably waiting for me downstairs. I mean, I could, do I have to go downstairs? Velma. Ah, okay. So we're not, so maybe we can just leave this house and see what happens. Faux windows. Order now. Adds beauty and verisimilitude to your frontier home. Seems kind of weird that they do not have windows at all on those buildings, you know. Like, on one hand, it's a... You know, like, it kind of gives you information, you know, what the priorities are in this world. You know, it's not about people being happy, getting exposed to enough sunlight or whatever. Being happy in their homes, even. So not having windows at all, you know, it's kind of a health thing. Hello, game? Ah, now, okay. Oh, we're on the balcony. And for a moment here... Is there anywhere... This looks like I might be able to jump down without hurting myself. I guess let's try that. Oop. Ouch. Okay. Okay. I don't like that my frame rate is very iffy right now. Let's save here for a moment. I don't know. Let's see, is it better again? What's going on? Well, let's see if it recovers or if we'll stay that way. Go to Stellar Bay and talk with Velma and see what we can do. Either she'll send us back and say, hey, we need, I don't know, we need proof, or we need these people eliminated, maybe. Wait. They teleport us here every time, with our back to where we want to go. So yeah, that was an amazing moment. Of course, the creepy pod people that are overly friendly and confuse the natives are killers, cannibals. But you know, really, that should be... Cannibals should be a crime against the board, at least, you know, or against... Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's just see, do I have anything else running? Let's see if... I don't know. Okay, I'll quit the game for a second and see if that works. Uh, Weirdy, weirdy, weirdy. Why is the game so iffy? Okay, that's I should probably hide that. Come on. Epic Store doesn't want to launch. It's interesting, why is this so slow as well? Hmm. Weird. Let me just check something. Not too happy what this is doing right now. So let's see. Now it's launching the Outer Worlds again. Cannibalism should be decreed a waste of human resources. Do you know how long it took to grow that human? Tuna grows much faster. It was just like it said, hey, I need to cloud sync first, and had a sync conflict between my local game and the remote one, which is a little weird to have at this point because I only just finished. Although I guess I closed Epic, and maybe that is what confused it a little bit. Something like that. Okay, let's see if we can continue now and if it moves quickly enough. Weird, weird, weird. Otherwise, I'll have to figure out something. Wait, don't we have... Let's see if that shows us anything running. That, still a little shaky, but should be okay. Let's see. Curious what that could be and how I could find out what it is. Because there's really only the game and a browser with Twitch chat running. So, a little weird that it would take so long. Jeez.
What did Stellar Base engineer name your cannon machine?
I don't rightly know. That'd have been Guster, I think? I'd ask him, but he fell in the machine once, so... Could call it Guster's Demise, or the Guster Crusher? Ooh, that's got a ring to it.
Forget I asked.
Whoops. Okay. I guess we'll give it another try now. Oh, but it's still very choppy. I wonder if I should... I think I'll try to fiddle with the settings. See if that makes any difference. No motion blur. Let's try it here and see. It's still very choppy. It seems to be more choppy on my screen than in stream, I think. So I think I'll just leave it and put up with it for now. If the recording looks okay, then maybe it's okay. Alright, Velma is not in here. Velma is elsewhere. Jesus.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean, more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Alright.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just, your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Huh, that's cool that she just says like, oh, this part is not working, and so it causes this and this and this, and the other one goes, oh, you have a point there. Good to have Parvati there. I've got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins. There's no other way to say this.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, It's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
I'll talk to you later. Kind of feels weird to be pointing at people with your gun all the time. Okay. So we've done this. Let's see what other mission we have. Radio Free Monarch, stainless steel rat. What do we have? What's that? A man's been killed in a Stellar Bay apartment. Search the apartment. Found a betting slip from left field, tossball betting. Herrick's handiwork. Caleb Herrick hangs out at the yacht club. Caleb's living off a yeah, let's do that first, then hopefully we have Velma happy. So I guess those are all the Velma quests. Alright. Someone should probably fix this fake window. So how do you get up there? Huh. Back alley. Why do they have fake windows on the back of the building? That kind of seems like a waste, you know, it's there only for looks. Now I'm really suspecting that, you know, the original idea was, oh yeah, those are just, you know, that's a window effect, and then it wasn't convincing enough, and they said, hey, we can explain it as part of the story. Or maybe someone just, you know, built a few buildings and they put them on there. So there's no door here. But somehow there is his stash up there. Okay, I guess let's talk to Caleb first. Wherever he may be. He's upstairs somewhere. We can do that, I guess. Hi, you have a green dot above your head.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
I forgot who I think I said Hawthorne because that's what the guy of the landing pad said.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Did she say that she was going to replace them with sublight contractors? I don't remember. You also prefer games with a keyboard shortcut that simply empties your hand. Yeah, I mean, this game has like this, you know, holster your gun thing, but you see no hands. So this looks a little weird, as you just saw, like I was running around without the gun. I'm kind of wondering, you know, if they could maybe, you know, at least designate certain areas as combat areas and non-combat areas, and like areas around certain NPCs as well, where, you know, your hands go down on their own. Because that's what you'd usually do, you know, when you're tense in a situation, you'd hold up your hands with the gun and, you know, point it where you look so you can shoot as soon as possible, but in general you would holster them and just, you know, continue walking. So, given that, I kind of, like, I understand, you know, it's just an extra system to keep in the game, and then, you know, like, what do you do if then people say, well, I couldn't shoot fast enough because I had to, you know, put up my hands first or whatever. Or, you know, like, oh, well, I was looking for my guns, they were suddenly gone. You know, so maybe that's why they don't do it. And, I mean, at least, you know, the NPCs don't run away screaming when you come at them with your gun drawn. They just go, like, ignore it, you know. Well, let's ask them for suggestions, I guess. I don't want to lie, really, because I totally understand and empathize with them. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Velma's threatening to replace you with... I think she said something like that. I guess let's try it. Velma's threatening to replace you with sublight contractors.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
What's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. So that at least means that we might find something. Why do people just have lockpicks here on the tables in a bar? That seems kind of weird.
Never seen anything like that crash. It looked so close.
Right, we have that crashed spaceship that we should have looked at by now. And we haven't yet because we realized that this will probably end some things. And, whoa. Is Is that a hole in the main building? Yeah, that's where Sanjar lives. Ooh. What happened here? Alright. Herrick's handiwork. Which is... Okay, that's his stash, so we don't want to go there. So, somewhere over there is where we want to go, the main salt tuna warehouse.
Smells like rat in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltuna smell.
Trust me, this is worse.
Okay. Let's find out where we're supposed to go now. Said something about the main... Oh, that's the stash. Damn it! Oh, and that's Caleb? I guess we can go to Velma, try to talk to her. Also, we went upstairs earlier. And we could probably, oops, sell our junk while we have a vending machine here. It's actually one of the better jingles, in my opinion. I guess that's probably personal preference, like give me any Boogie Woogie or Ragtime and I'm probably gonna like it. So did we see anything on that terminal? Personal files. Bypass. Ballard, Velma. Or V. Oh, that's the... No, Baxter's, I think that. So V is Velma, right? Velma's personal files are a morass of supply contracts, order forms, spreadsheets, and financial records. Careful study of her financials reveals that for the past several years she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into a personal account. The theft is cleverly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicates deliberate intent. Or maybe just a weakness in that one mathematic operation? Consistently doing the same thing wrong? I guess not. Braxton Hex files are filled with Santuna breeding charts, various pharmacological formulae, and musings on why Saltuna seem to prefer Borscht beans over plain Borschtwurst. Okay. I guess we found what we were looking for. And now we... Hello? Oh. Why am I not unable to walk past a chair? So I guess we'll be encouraging Velma to, you know, improve things with her own money. Invest in the business, as they say.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
So that's the question. Which answer do we go now? I saw your accounts. You've been skimming money for years. You can afford to pay more. Or you've already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team? Let's risk it, I guess. You've already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team?
I don't even want to think about that. Or how far behind Braxton's loss alone is going to put us. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind?
Thanks. Good. We didn't have to blackmail her. And Caleb is getting his raise. That works for me. I mean, you know, we're not a super law-abiding citizen, but we want to kind of at least individually improve the system for now until we can do it in a bigger way.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
I convinced Velma to see reason. She'll increase your pay.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
That worked out. Bye-bye. Okay, so now we've got this. What else do we have? The killed man. Oh, right. Let's do Mr. Pickett, and then we can switch to Max, because he wanted us to do something here as well. Alright. I don't expect anything to go too well here. Jeez. You'd think my computer was a total potato. The way the frame rate is looking for me right now, and I think... yeah, the stream isn't looking that good either. Okay, let's go down here. And hope that it improves outdoors. You can still blackmail her later. I'm not sure. I think usually, you know, when you've given one answer, they close off that conversation for you. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went back to her that she would just, you know, the conversation option wouldn't be there. Should we say a computato? Yeah, definitely. If I was an affiliate streamer and got emotes, then a computato sounds like a good sounds like a good thing to have as an emote, actually. I guess let's go to Fallbrook Crossroads. Fast travel. I should have kind of remembered. Like, I did get the crash scene when I first you know, started playing this game off stream. And so I should have back then realized that I shouldn't be doing that mission before I'd cleaned up all the other quests. Alright, Parvati, you ready for this?
Yeah, huh?
It's kind of interesting, like her word patterns. That she goes like, yeah, huh? And things like that, you know, like, it feels a bit like, I don't know, either someone modeled her after someone with weird word patterns, or, you know, like, in some games, RPGs like this, what they do is they have different writers who write each companion character. And then maybe a head writer to make sure, you know, that the general story approach fits everything and maybe iron out some things. But like basically the dialogue is usually written, you know, by one writer for a character, so that you get a... Oh, that's a Mantiqueen and a Mantis Swarm. Okay. Anyway, Mr. Pickett, question mark? Mantiqueen? Not good. And her dialogue sounds, you know, like very much like someone had, or I don't know if it's all of her dialogue, but at least, you know, these lines that I've repeatedly got here are very characteristic for her. I mean, there are some dialogue patterns that sound, you know, like... Oh, okay, that's a sleeping Mantiqueen or something? Or at best wounded?
Here they come!
You're lucky it was sick, else it'd have been a hell of a lot tougher.
I almost feel bad for her.
Tossball card, Mr. Pickett's journal. Alright. Give Mr. Pickett's journal to Sebastian. You're making us go all the way out there and then back. Okay, I guess. But anyway, I think it's a cool idea, you know, because every writer has like a different style of, you know, writing dialogue or, you know, forming words. And so if you can find a bunch of writers that are different enough, and maybe also, you know, have a background that fits your individual companion characters, you're more likely to get some interesting dialogue. Australian nature documentary guy. Blimey, sleeping Mantiqueen? Beautiful wounded? Let's poke at it and find out. Exactly, yeah. I'm sorry for my lacking Australian impression. I did my very best. Okay, there is Sebastian, and the frame rate is down in the cellar again.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Not really.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands. traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
I found Mr. Pickett's journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
I found the journal inside a dead Mantiqueen.
Funny place to leave a journal. But what about Mr. Pickett?
I don't know. What should I say? Like, on the one hand, who knows? This guy. By the looks of things, this guy's a real escape artist. I mean, we didn't see much else, so I guess I'm not gonna say. I guess I'll stay with the unsure answer. Who knows? By the looks of things, this guy's a real escape artist.
Mysteries of the universe, I guess.
Not funny, Captain.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Oh, okay, that was a joke. That wasn't really what I meant to say. Maybe focus on not sending anyone else out alone against a Mantiqueen.
You ought to know how dangerous that is.
Yeah, you're probably right. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Thanks. Let's see if we can load back in. Because I didn't really mean to say that. So let's see where this was. By the way, you know that, what was his name? Steve Irwin, I think was his name. The Australian nature documentary guy. He managed to get himself, what was it? Yeah, okay. That's the right spot. Perfect. I think he got himself stung by a jellyfish or something like that, poisonous one. I don't know, like somehow he managed to get himself dead. So, yeah, ouch. Manta ray, yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, I don't really remember the exact animal, but manta ray kind of sounds like something with a stinger. And I think it was fish related. Wasn't eaten by an alligator or something, but, you know. I mean, you know, how good he was is shown by the fact that he went and said, hey, I'm, you know, that he went and did this so often and survived this long. Or maybe he just had dumb luck, I don't know.
You look like a woman who's looking for some...
Sebastian, you ever get your hand...
I must... At least I'm...
Okay.
You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Okay, so now give an answer that isn't an accidental pun, joke, whatever. I found Mr. Pickett's journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
I found the journal inside a dead Mantiqueen.
Funny place to leave a journal. But what about Mr. Pickett?
He was eaten by a Mantiqueen. He's dead. All that's left is that journal.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
He used to tell the kids crazy stories about halcyon wildlife. Later I learned most of it was wrong, but it was the thought that counted. Then one day he just disappeared. Never heard anything about him again.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Maybe focus on not sending anyone else out alone against a Mantiqueen.
You ought to know how dangerous that is.
Yeah, you're probably right. In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
Thanks. Did we get less money? Or was that the same? 375? Some other missions we got 6 something. But I don't remember what we got when we did this conversation the first time. Alright, let's see. What other missions do we have here? The apartment. A lab in Cascadia with the gas. So that we should do. And the gunship targeting module is probably what will end the mission or change the planet substantially. I guess we should talk to Sebastian.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Ah, that was Let's Talk About Celia. Now I know who that was. Like, she was the one who bought all the random stuff. Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
She likes you.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
She's interested in you romantically.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount. Yeah, let's do that.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Alright. I'm not sure Celia knows him too well. Okay, that knowledge we could have used earlier. I mean, it sounded like, you know, she seemed very superficial.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
He likes you. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
375 bits to work as a dating agency. That's about the same amount he gave us for going after, you know, for finding someone who got killed by a Mantiqueen and possibly, you know, getting in trouble with a Mantiqueen. I mean, I know, you know, like, it's game mechanics. They want you to earn a certain amount of money, and what was it? They want you to, you know, like get certain amounts of money from a certain number of missions, and they want the missions to take a certain amount of time. And you know, they want you to kind of like get certain amounts of money over a certain duration of the game, you know, and they need you to, you know, it's basically just mathematics. They've made a table saying, a spreadsheet saying, you know, okay, at these levels they need to get the new weapons, so how do we make sure that they get the lower power weapons first, so they can kind of learn and it's still a challenge, and then later when the stronger enemies come, they need to have enough money to get the higher power enemies and things like that. And so they work that out, and then they go, okay, we need 15 missions. Dear writer, give us 15 missions, and you don't, you know, like 5 should be really big ones, and the other 10 should be smaller ones. And then of course there's the main quest that gives you like certain milestone things and amounts. And so, given they're working stuff like that out, it kind of makes sense that they can't give you, like, you know, money rewards that actually have an effect in-game commensurate with what you did in that mission. Like, there will be some smaller missions that will give the same amount as some larger missions because, you know, they just worked it out mathematically, and otherwise they would be forcing you to, you know, maybe do the more combat-oriented or the more story-oriented mission. Over the other one just because it gives you more points. Alright, so I guess we've got the secret lab. So let's try the apartment first, because that seems like another smaller mission. And then we can go and steal the stuff from the lab. Because I'm not sure whether stealing stuff from the lab won't, you know, make us seem you know, like make it get us in trouble with anyone. So that's the victim. There's a mag pick. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field toss ball backing. Yeah, we've already found a betting slip. Oh, there's a bag. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. So he was trying to get out of town, I guess. Investigate left field tossball betting. So yeah, it sounds like he was, you know, thinking about running off. This is interesting. It seems like why is there like, this seems like drag marks, right? But then here are specks of blood, as if he'd been killed here. Or I guess he was killed while standing here. And then fell down. those are those like trails the murderer left? Seems kind of weird, like that there are like these blood drag marks. I mean, there are some footsteps here. Or maybe it was a group of people. Or something. Okay, so left field tossball betting. I honestly don't really have... I guess tossball is supposed to be something like baseball. Coco Gadgetto splatter analysis. Yeah. Turning into veritable Dexter in this game, including all the killing. Anyway, tossball sounds a bit like baseball, and I mean, you have the... Like, I'm not that much into sports, so the only thing I know... Ah, left field tossball betting. Okay. Like, the main place I know certain baseball phrases from is from, you know, like metaphors that people use, you know, things like, this came out of left field. Meaning, you know, something that was a surprise to you, or was a non sequitur or something like that. So I'm kind of wondering how much, like, this is, for one thing, like baseball. For the second, whether this has any meaning, or if it's just, you know, they picked some random part of the game court just to have a fun name. And that was Auntie Cleo's Antibiotics Sports Arena. Auntie Starlings. Okay. Against Rizzo's Rangers.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings, don't you recognize me? Not sure. Who has time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks? Nah, I'm not here to chat about teams.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here, when our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you?
Let's see whether that gives us a side mission. And check here, so you saw a game called Nohage-Ball. Football, okay. They play football kicking a ball over a tennis-like net in volleyball-like teams. Ah, cool. I'm trying to... Did I hear that anywhere before? It doesn't sound like completely new to me, so maybe I... You know, maybe I just saw like a clip of people playing it or something in some montage or something. That's what you think tossball looks like. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like, from what you hear in this game, tossball, like it sounds like a synonym for baseball, but it also says, they mention like, oh, these people have this many fatalities and things. So, and you know, as if it was something totally normal. Like, this is the player with the statistics with the most fatalities. So I'm thinking tossball is probably, you know, like, kind of the, like, American football is the version of rugby that is a little more violent. You know, you kind of think, okay, maybe tossball is a more violent version of baseball. Hi, Gacha Man, how are you doing? Did you have a good week? Are you enjoying your weekend? Okay, let's see. Maybe we can get a side quest out of this, some other mission. So let's ask that first. You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions?
For a while, yeah. They'd come in all fuzzy and really late. Probably on account of all that iconoclast nonsense Graham was broadcasting. But lately, they've been coming through a lot better. I can almost see Letty Guzman's remaining teeth.
Oh, okay. So I guess that was just a reference, which is a nice thing that they add like a conversation here. That all this broadcasting going on in this town that we resolved was actually causing other people trouble as well. I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
What do his teeth have to do with anything?
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
So who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Alright. So let's see if we can find anything. Investigate Elijah and his gang.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for Rap Musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly, it makes you more attractive for, you know.
Trust me, no one's going near you like this.
We've heard this conversation a few times now, but it's kind of nice.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
Alright, I guess we're not really getting through on this side. Great. Great navigation. I really need a GPS or something. Huh?
Shh.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
You don't want to mess with Sublight's VP of Aggressive Acquisitions.
Well, wait, you're the new Sublight partner? Look, I don't want any trouble.
Then get out of here, fast.
You won't see us again, I promise.
Guess that's one way to make the city safer. Haha. Picturesque area they have here. Okay, I guess that's all. Where is this yacht club, they say? Why is the frame rate so bad here? Ah, okay, tell Sanjar about Isaac's murder. I guess we'll do that.
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet? I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts.
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually.
If you say so.
It really was on my to-do list. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts.
I'll let you know when I've made progress. Alright. So we've done that as well. Good. So now we steal some stuff. And then we gotta get the targeting module. I've relayed the promised data back to Phineas, Charles Lab, and speak with him to discuss the next steps. We can do that later, I guess. Or at least... yeah, so let's do this one first. And see what we can do then. Bluster dies with a whimper. War of words fizzles. Airways cleared. Interesting. Halcyon Observer. I wonder if we get different versions of these screens depending on our decisions. I mean, we have to turn this off, so I guess it's not really dependent on any decisions. I guess we go to Cascadia. Oh, and I think now that we know... I think I want to go back to Sublight and try to do this one mission. Enter the secret lab in Cascadia. And where is it? Somewhere here. Hello? Ah, okay, but first pick up everything that's not bolted down. Especially the hacking utensils. I already got this one, yeah, okay. Use terminal. Cecil McClure, you have been on shift 88,536 hours. You have earned a 5-minute break. Why not enjoy a knock you out bar? Supervisor override? Password is required. Enter password antediluvian. I like that they offer the option mash keys Override accepted. Welcome, Doctor. Activating backup generators, enabling elevator, opening secure door. What can we do here? Begin transaction. Did you greet the customer by saying, "Welcome to Rizzo's Sweet Shop. We've got your candy handy. How can I sweeten your day?" Interesting. Okay. Now I guess we go somewhere back here. Ah, that's the elevator. Okay. Secret laboratory. Laboratory. Or something. Message terminal. This message.
I bet nobody set foot in here since Cascadia fell.
That looks a bit like the Mastodon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Frame rate. Get yourself together. Like the Mastodon area. Okay, that door won't interact. And we should probably spend our skill points. So let's see. Handguns, long guns, heavy weapons. Let's put 2 points here so they end up being 60 with whatever our companions give us, and we've got equipped and stuff. Oh, actually we have to spend, but we only have 10. Let's revert this. And I guess we can spend 7 on, I think we're using the rifles the most. So let's go for those first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way headshot and weak spot damage is better. And now we have 3 points that we can spend on sneak, hack, or lockpick. Let's put the rest in hack, because that's the lowest of those right now. Okay, and apply. Hello? Okay, I think we accepted it. Okay. No perk points. Okay, then we're good, I guess. We only have 67 points. And that's barred. So I guess we can't just waltz in here. So let's see where else one can. Oh, there's a vending machine. Let's sell all junk we have. Oh.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
Okay, do we have Rizzo credentials? Probably not. I left my ID in the wash. Probably not working either. You can't fire me. I quit. kind of want to say that, but I also want to try to get out of this without shooting. Disengage security protocols, I'm not a threat.
Attempting to disengage security protocols without proper authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
Ah, I'm an authorized Rizzo employee. Password.
Executive level password accepted as identification according to Employee ID Protocol A-3501. Welcome back, Doctor. Be advised. Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purple berry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
Yay. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of mantipillars. Fresh half-woolly milk. What the heck? Any food, that's always good. And Adreno, that's also nice. Ah, that's how we get in. Let's have a quick walk around here. Only you can protect fourth quarter profits. Cafeteria menu. Monday, Borst. Tuesday, Borst soup. Wednesday, Borst surprise. Thursday, Borst and beans. Friday, beans and Borst. Loose lips, pink slips. I love these motivational posters they have, or demotivational, or whatever. Good. Can always use a bit of a refill. Let's open this door in case we need it later. Raptidon overview. Use terminal. Reminder, personal messages on Rizzo time will result in a mandatory deduction from your monthly candy fund. That's almost funny. Signal Ada to land on the Cascadia pad. Messages. See you on the station. So, to Chartrand E. You will not see me, but I will be close. Continue your research, Doctor. Report to me when you have achieved a mission end state. See you at the station. I understand we're bound for a secondary lab. Will you be supervising our research this time, or will it be the standard work from the shadows routine? Ava Chartrand. Okay, I think we heard that name before. Getting there. Thank you for your optimism, Lore. Okay, so that's Lore Fall. What we're doing isn't easy under the best of circumstances, much less with the board cutting corners. I can promise you that our research will lead to a better Halcyon, even if we have to pay a terrible cost getting there. Effects of 802 rationing on native fauna. You have your orders, Doctor. Your project is too important, too sensitive to allow any hint of it to reach the public. Release of research data. With all respect, I urge you to reconsider your decision to classify our research results on the native fauna of Terra 1. I assure you that we will diligently redact any references to our project or its purpose from any papers we release. We have made several discoveries about how the terraforming process affected the nuclein of the Raptidon and Manti families. At the very least, allow us to inform our fellow board researchers that these creatures will perish when O2 concentrations are reduced to 19.5%, a level within human tolerance. This is not about fame or prestige, this is about potentially saving lives. Please. Ooh. So we know now how to get rid of the Raptidons. I guess we can signal Ada to land on the Cascadia pad. Search fuel controls. The closest functioning terminal with refueling authorization is located above the Flavor R&D lab.
Captain, I've touched down on Cascadia's landing pad. You'll need to connect the storage tanks to my fueling system and then initiate the transfer from an authorized terminal within the lab.
Alright. That's the refueling system. So I hope we're doing this. We only have that one mission objective, refueling system, so I don't know if that is on the landing pad where we can connect it. Okay. Another door. More ammo. Always helpful. Ooh, I like this. This looks pretty. I wonder like how this, like, is this real lighting? It seems like it is. It's like every time that pole gets obscured, the reflection on our rifle changes as well. So I guess they're only lighting up the entire rifle. I don't know, but yeah, it looks nice. It looks fairly realistic. It's always interesting to see like where games like these, you know, cut corners. Oh. There's a Mantipillar or a Raptidon or something. That's not good. And up there is, I guess, where we need to get. Let's see what we can see here. Thank you, bot. You did us a great service. Anyway. Yeah, it's always interesting to see like where an engine cuts corners, you know. Like it's often, you know, they render the entire room in full detail because, you know, you can view it at any angle. But since your rifle is in a fixed position, basically in front of you, often they will like, you know, pre-calculate the lighting for them. Or at least to a certain degree. Like if you look at this, you see that like the reflection of the light around the viewfinder, kind of the, you know, kind of rotates. So I guess they're actually doing real lighting calculations here. And I mean sometimes, you know, you can optimize it by just saying I won't do the exact calculation. I'll just do it, you know, like in 6-degree steps or something. Ooh. Loot. So much loot. The flamethrower if we want it. There's another door that leads in to to the pillars. They're dead, and there are mines. I'll shoot so I don't trigger them.
Traps everywhere. Watch it.
Now you tell me. There's another one, and then there's those jump traps. Alright. It's kind of weird. In games I always feel, you know, like it's cheating, you know, making me, you know, collect ammo or, you know, making me pay for ammo. But, you know, that's how it works in real life. You know, like, armies have to pay for their ammo, and you have to make sure that you carry enough along with you for a certain mission. 67 of 100, so we can't crack that one. Whoops. What was that? I guess we triggered something when we jumped here because we didn't crouch under this one, which I originally intended, but I was too fast. Okay. Mechanical Guardian. Doesn't really look friendly.
Unexpected.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Search concluded.
Okay, I actually wanted to see where is my sorry, I hope I just managed to mute myself there because I had to sneeze for a second. Interesting. Okay, that's a bleed weapon. Okay. Flamethrower. Knockdown, shrink ray. Didn't we have the one? I guess we sold that one. We sold our robot gun. Okay.
No dissidents found.
Then I guess we'll try that one.
Here we go.
Everyone all right?
Okay. You got it done. Okay. Guess we can't convince these that we're authorized. Even though we did with the others. I had kind of hoped originally, but then they showed up as, you know, with the red bar above them. But this sounds a lot like, or looks a lot like... Whoops. Okay, that's a corridor we can't walk through. That's a bit hot. Didn't we have a ladder here? Oh no, that was the next room. Okay. Is there anything we can control here? I'm kind of hoping... But nope. No switches that let us... I guess I can't just... Nope, okay. Alright, then I guess we have to go through the other room. And while we're at it, why not eat something that gives us more health? Or rather, regeneration. Alright. Whoa. I jumped over it. Jesus. At least we're still within our 2 minutes. And we can't hack this. So... Oh, there's another corridor. Okay, not sure where that is. That's probably the other end of the corridor. Okay. Let's see if we can
Here we go.
headshot you.
Nice work.
Good work. Whoa. Oh, it's there.
Don't mess with us.
Good. I guess that worked. Yay, more looting. Woo. And I guess we should repair some of our things. Focusitol. I like the names, you know, they sound like on one hand like something a company would come up with. On the other hand, they're, you know, self-explanatory enough that if you hear Focusitol and then at least, you know, maybe once read the actual effects, you can kind of remember, okay, this is the ability, the stimulant that, you know, like, you know, has these body effects or mental effects or whatever. Oh. More of you.
Here we go. Down they go.
Whoa.
Everyone all right?
Woo. Gotcha. That lab also looks like in the other Mantisaur area. Maybe this is the lab they moved to? The toothpaste makers, I mean. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, that if you have to transport stuff via space, then there's probably certain parts, you know, and probably not that big a selection of manufacturers. So it makes sense that stuff would look similar, you know, it's a good excuse for the game designers to not have to build everything several times. That doesn't look good. That looks a bit like... Oh, maybe that's how they came in? Huh. Oh, there's a Mantiqueen. That's not nice.
Wow.
A lot of stuff. Always appreciated. And bits. Oh, let's crack it. If it's this heavily protected, there's probably something useful in it.
Nicely done.
Just 500 bits. Okay. That's interesting. Authorized user Chaton de Eve. Or Ava? I don't know what her name was. Logs. Research notes. Tissue compatibility, acceptable losses. That doesn't start well. Chief concern is rejection of the tissue, a problem as classical as limb transplantation, though obviously on a cellular level. The scale of the problem, though, even with the Alta Vitae bolstering our efforts, an achievement of such proportion has never been attempted or even considered. How do we define a tolerable failure rate when the losses could swell to affect millions? Even 1% is unthinkable. That doesn't sound good. Universal Defense Logistics would like to remind employees that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate, but realistically probable, case of loss of life in its facilities. Transfer to secondary site. The project has been reassigned to a secondary lab. I'm told the board is pulling out of Terra 1 and we don't even have time to transfer our research. For once I'm grateful our labors didn't make significant strides here. I won't forget Tom's sacrifice. Up until the end he knew it had to happen. If it wasn't one of us, the board would have volunteered inmates from Tartarus. I'll be sure to carry his example to the new lab and the next phase of human trials. Okay, they were doing something Raptidon or Mantiqueen related. I forgot which one. I guess Raptidon, and the Mantiqueens then overran the lab? Is that the guy in the puddle here? Dr. Thomas Linwood Ryle, Ingratitude. Dr. Eva Chartrand, Dr. Lorelei Fall. Ah, that's lore, okay. Dr. James Guthrie, Dr. Charles McNulty, or Dr. Claire Pearsall. So what the heck did he do? Is there any info anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so there is a Mantiqueen up there, but we actually wanted to repair our stuff. And I completely got distracted. Oh, we actually wanted to go up there. So, first, use workbench, repair all equipped. Break down. That gives us 4 weapon parts. Oh, we should probably do that. What's going on? Hello, I'm pushing the button. Maybe I'm pushing the wrong button. Oh, okay. Okay, tossball blocker. Let's just recycle all the things we're not using. I don't want to keep the supper time, it's simply too disgusting. So let's break down that into weapon parts as well. 208, 480. Okay. Sawed-off shotgun. Oh wait, can we also do that? This still sounds like something breaking in what's it called? Okay, we can't break this down. Or can we? Wait, this is where I want it to be. Okay, let's see. Break down. Break down. That would actually sell better because it's pristine. Oh, who cares? Ranged weapon skills. Melee we don't need. So now the tech skills. Pick sneak attack damage plus 10%. Ranged weapon skills. We're not really using much of these, so let's just sneak inspiration. Okay, that should be enough to at least keep us from running out of space. So let's climb up here. Find all the Menti pillars we shot.
You're fast.
Okay, connection established with northern landing pad. Running diagnostic. Landing pad occupied. Tramp freighter unreliable. Fuel pumps disconnected. Align fueling system. Okay, error. This terminal does not have administrator permissions required to transfer Alta Vitae gas. Access is restricted to the Executive Research Focus Group terminal located in R&D labs. Alright.
All this machinery's making me a mite nervous.
Then I guess that's where we want to go. Oh, and that's where the Mantiqueen is. Okay. So I think what we should do now is... Okay, we can't fast travel from where we are right now. So I guess let's find an exit. Because I think we want Parvati on the ship for this. So let's go back up for a second and hopefully travel to this location. And hopefully can send Parvati back, and I guess we're getting Max just because. Yeah, because we need Max later for that other thing he wanted us to do. Okay, so while near hostiles, where are hostiles? Weren't we here already? Yeah, this looks like we've looted it already, right?
Used to be, you can get the best wine on Monarch here.
I would have liked to seen this place. Before it was all boarded up. I bet it lit up the night.
So we can't... I guess that's somewhere where we got in.
Ooh, a wreck! Can we check it for parts? Never know when you might need a backup regulator.
Is this the crashed spaceship we're kind of trying to avoid? I don't think so. I don't see anything we can do with it either. Huh. So are we no longer near hostiles? Can we fast travel now? Yes. The unreliable. Accept.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
Alright. Now we need to go back out. Yeah. Now I guess we'll take along Max. Oh. And Nyoka because she's a local. And because we'll need Max later. So, come on. 2 bits for a newspaper. Okay, so at least it's not equivalent to cents. So I guess it's more like 1 bit is what? I guess a newspaper is like between, I don't know, 2 and $5 or euros, depending on what it is. So I would guess a bit could be like, I don't know, could be like $1 is 1 bit or something. But then of course that means people giving us 600 bits is a good amount of stuff. But at least it's not cents. Alright. Here we are.
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I met another believer once. Pushy type. He thought he'd been left behind for a reason. Thought he'd find some kind of cosmic truth in the wilderness. Got himself infected by a mantis and drowned in a sulfur pool. Some truth.
Can't get more brutally true than survival of the fittest. But don't mistake us all for blind fools. Intellect plays a large part in who stays among the living.
Glad to hear it.
So he's telling us again, hey, I'm super smart. Alright, and I guess this is a good point at which we can take a short break and see you in a moment. Get up, stretch, you know, drink something, most importantly. You know, don't forget that you, unless you're, you know, like, I don't know, some people probably leave this on by, I don't know, doing home improvement or whatever. In that case, you've probably got your movement. Maybe take a break and sit down for a second, just to give your bones a bit of time to rest. But anyway, so yeah, take a short break, and I'll be doing that as well. See you in a